In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on June 13, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Cincinnati Reds vs. Arizona Diamondbacks. The Cincinnati Reds will be playing the first game of a 3-game series on the road Monday in the desert Southwest against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Cincinnati is 20-39 and has a firm grip on last place in the National League Central, 13.5 behind the front-running St. Louis Cardinals. Arizona has lost 6 of the last 8 and will be returning home Monday to face Cincinnati after completing a 10-game road trip. Arizona is 4th in the National League West at 28-33 and 10 games behind the front-running Los Angeles Dodgers. Cincinnati is 4-1 in their last 5 series opening games and 15-36 in their last 51 road games, while the under is 5-1 in their last 6 road games against a team with a losing record. Arizona is 9-4 in their last 13 games as a favorite and 7-15 in their last 22 Monday games, while the under is 5-1 in their last 6 games against the National League Central. The Diamondbacks exploded on offense in yesterday's series finale against Philadelphia, where they scored 13 runs to snap the Phillies' extended winning streak. They'll look to carry that momentum into tonight's game as they head home to open up a series against the Reds. These two teams met last week and split a 4-game series, so they're pretty evenly matched across the board. However, the Diamondbacks have a major advantage on the mound in this game, as Mike Minor faces off against Merrill Kelly. This was the exact same pitching matchup for their game on June 8th, where Arizona won 7-0. Minor has made just 2 starts this season, with his last start being against the Diamondbacks, where he allowed 3 runs in 4.1 innings. Before that, he allowed 5 runs in 4 innings against the Nationals in his season debut. Not only is Minor getting hit hard this season, but he's also not pitching deep into games as he's working his way back from injury, which isn't great news with the league's worst bullpen backing him up. The Cincinnati bullpen ranks dead last in ERA and FIP, so there's not much confidence in this group to keep games close or finish out games with a lead. The Diamondbacks just faced Minor and fared very well, so they should be able to repeat that success on a quick turnaround and also mash this week's Cincy bullpen as well. Opposing Minor will be Merrill Kelly, who is 5-3 with a 3.32 ERA. He shut out the Reds across 6 scoreless innings in his last outing, so he's already proven himself against this lineup. He also pitches better at home, where he'll have the benefit of pitching tonight, where his ERA drops from 4.06 on the road to 2.65 at home. The Diamondbacks bullpen isn't much better than the Reds, so there's not a ton of confidence in this group either. But they have a significant edge between the starting pitchers and should be able to pick up another win. So the Arizona Diamondbacks money line is our full game side pick. The Reds were able to collect 25 runs in 4 games against this Diamondbacks squad last week and have averaged 5 runs per game in their last 10. In addition, Mike Minor is probably going to squander a ton of runs. The Diamondbacks are in a groove at the dish, plating 5 or more runs in 5 out of their last 6 games overall. Also, the Reds bullpen continues to be exploited, ranking last with a 5.19 ERA. With Mike Minor on the mound for the 2nd consecutive game against the Diamondbacks, Arizona should be able to pour on the runs in this matchup. They scored 3 runs in 4.1 innings against him last week, and that was before the league's worst bullpen, and Cincinnati was tasked with finishing the rest of the game. Not only should Arizona find success against Minor once again, but they also should feast on the Reds bullpen after he exits. Arizona's bullpen isn't much better, however, so the Reds have a decent chance to scratch some runs across in this game, even if Merrill Kelly has another solid outing. They did face Kelly last week as well, so they should be familiar with his pitches and have a better chance of scoring some runs off of him, making the over the best play. I expect a barrage of runs. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Kansas City Royals vs. San Francisco Giants. The San Francisco Giants will look to keep building momentum when they begin a 3-game series with the Kansas City Royals on Monday night at Oracle Park. Kansas City is having a rough season with an American League worst 20-39 record and is coming off a 4-game split against the Baltimore Orioles, capped by a 10-7 win in Sunday's finale as a -136 favorite. San Francisco pulled off an impressive 3-game sweep of the arch-rival Los Angeles Dodgers with a 2-0 win on Sunday as a +140 underdog, improving to 33-26 on the year. These teams last met in 2017, when the Royals won the season series 3-1, including a 2-game split on the road. The Royals are 0-4 in their last 4 road games and 18-39 in their last 57 overall. The Giants are 4-1 in their last 5 home games and 4-1 in their last 5 overall. The over is 4-1 in Royals' last 5 overall. The under is 5-0-2 in Giants' last 7 overall. The Royals are 11-5 in the last 16 meetings. The Giants have won 4 of their last 6 games and 5 of their last 7 home games. They are playing well offensively and scored 12 runs in their last 3 games. Even though Singer has pitched well for the Royals this season, he struggled in recent starts, giving up 13 runs in his last 3 starts. With the Giants hitting the ball well against right-handers, he will have a hard time slowing down their offense in this game. The Royals have lost 5 of their last 6 road games. They've struggled offensively, scoring only 6 runs in their last 3 road games. They are facing a starter that has done a good job on the mound in recent games, giving up 6 runs in his last 3 starts, and will have a hard time scoring in this game. Brady Singer is off to a rough start this month, allowing 16 hits and 10 runs in his last 10 innings. Alex Wood has been up and down this season, but he's hot at the moment, allowing 9 hits and 3 runs in his last 12.1 innings. This feels like a game where the San Francisco Giants can get their offense going at home against a struggling pitcher, so the San Francisco Giants to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Royals are averaging 3.83 runs per game and 4.46 runs per game on the road. They average 5.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Giants, with San Francisco giving up 4.72 runs per game at home. The Royals will hit their average in this game. The Giants are averaging 5 runs per game and 5.10 runs per game at home. They averaged 1 run per game in their last 3 games against the Royals. The Giants and Royals played over the total in their last 2 meetings. The Royals are slowly improving at the plate, and with JR starting to hit like the expected superstar, plus Taylor also being red hot lately, helps a lot. San Francisco's bullpen is in the bottom 10 of ERA despite the strong showing this weekend, which will help the Royals be able to tack on at least a couple in the middle innings. Kansas City's bullpen is an even bigger mess with the 3rd worst ERA in baseball and very few reliable options for high leverage situations. Both of these pitching staffs have not been good overall this season, and San Francisco will do the majority of the damage in and over here. With Kansas City giving up 5.69 runs per game on the road, the Giants will score enough runs to push the score over the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Twins versus Seattle Mariners. The Minnesota Twins will open their 6-game road trip with Monday's game against the Seattle Mariners. It's going to be a 3-game series at T-Mobile Park, after which the Twins will travel to the desert to take on the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Mariners, on the other hand, lost the home series to the Boston Red Sox, and following this one against the Twins, they will meet the Los Angeles Angels in a 5-game home series. These American League rivals have met in the opening series of the season, and each team recorded 2 wins. The Twins are 5-1 in their last 6 Monday games, and the over is 4-0 in their last 4 in Game 1 of a series. The under is 16-4-3 in the Twins' last 23 versus the American League West. Meanwhile, the Mariners are 5-1 in the last 6 in Game 1 of a series, and the under is 8-3 in their last 11 versus a team with a winning record. The under is 10-4-1 in Seattle's last 15 versus the American League Central. Minnesota is a better team in almost every segment of a game, and at the moment, it seems that Chris Archer is in a better form than Chris Flexen. Archer has a couple of good starts under his belt. In the last pair, he's put up 10 combined innings with 2 earned on 5 hits and 5 walks. He's 1-0 in those 2, and despite not putting up a ton of strikeouts, he's getting the job done. If the Twins can provide a few runs of support, and if the bullpen comes through, I believe that they'll be fine. It's going to be a close encounter, but I am giving a slight advantage to the visitors, who proved to be good enough to fight for the postseason this year. So the Minnesota Twins money line is our full game side pick. Seattle's offense is not very impressive this year, as they are 23rd in the MLB with 4.2 runs per game, And the Mariners have been hot and cold on offense lately. Chris Archer allowed more than 3 runs only once this season, so I seriously doubt this Mariners offense can hurt him in the opening 4 or 5 innings. Although the hosts will get an opportunity against Minnesota's bullpen later in the game, I think the visitors will keep them at bay. Neither of these pitchers pop off the screen, while both offenses rank in the top 5 in WRC+. At the same time, both of these bullpens rank in the top 10 in bullpen SIERA, while T-Mobile Park is the second most friendly ballpark for pitchers. Per Baseball Savant, for a large enough total juice towards the over, a lot has to go right for it to hit. Yet there is enough hinting at the under here to take advantage of the value. It's hard to trust either starting pitcher against this offense, but the other factors win out. The Twins are in a better position to score more runs here, and I am backing them to do it, but I don't expect to see a high-scoring affair. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.